Hi guys, welcome back to the Super. Today you'll be getting some breakdowns on Chinese payments as well as Chinese consumers. I just came back from China, Hangzhou, and that is the home of Alibaba.com, and I actually had a lot of personal insights in that few short days while I was there on understanding this portion of it, and especially if you're going for an overseas trip to China yourself, or if you're interested in investing in China A shares, then this video is definitely for you. I have 5 key points for you today. It starts with mobile payments. Mobile payments is huge in China. I'm sure you've heard of stories that beggars actually use a QR code to collect money instead of cash, and that's actually true. And mobile payments is actually so big in China because they leapfrog this age of credit cards. They don't really use Visa, they don't really use Amex. Unlike in Singapore, where everything is in Visa, Amex, MasterCard, it's just a paywave away. But in China, everything is on QR code payments. So it's all on the Alipay, or on the WeChat Pay, and it's all a Sao method whereby you just scan the QR code and make that payment to the restaurant or to the taxi driver itself. What I experienced over there is cash is actually okay. It's not true that cash is not accepted, because when I went to many restaurants and many cafes, I actually made cash payments and they all accepted it. Of course, some of them had their cash register somewhere behind because it's less used. But I can assure you that especially in Hangzhou, cash is definitely accepted still. And I actually prepared also a Union Pay. Union Pay is the bigger equivalent of Visa or MasterCard. It's actually used in China. I prepared that, but actually in the end I did not use it at all, because what happened is the Alipay International Pass actually worked. I actually use Alipay. What happens is you link your credit card to Bank of Shanghai, which is what we did, and they actually made the transfer to Alipay, and from there everything can be done through mobile payments through the Alipay 支付宝. The second part I can share with you is actually Chinese consumers actually use instant messaging, IMs, more than emails. I went to this hotel, Hangzhou East Hotel. It's pretty good actually, but they actually don't have an email address. I can pull up for you to quickly see over here. You can see that they only have their WeChat number and they don't even have an email. That's because emails are not that widely used. Of course, I did some research. Chinese corporates also still use emails, but from a consumer's perspective, they all use internet messaging. The third thing to note is the fight between Tencent and Alibaba is extremely fierce over there, and it starts with payment methods. In every taxi, you'll see a WeChat Pay as well as an Alipay. If you go to every restaurant, they also have the same thing. And not only do they stop on the mobile payment methods, they are both super apps. They have so much, a desire to get customers' attention and customers' data. If you log into any super app of these two, you realize that not only do they have mobile payment methods, they have promotions, they have information, they have messaging, they have entertainment. So they just want to monopolize each Chinese consumers, as well as each tourist time when you're there. Especially these two are super apps, and it's something that I believe Grab is trying to build also. Grab has articulated their desire to become a super app in Singapore, and especially in the Southeast Asian region. They want to do transport, they want to do delivery, they want to do entertainment, they want to do so much in their super app. That's the model they're trying to follow. It's a bit different from the US model, whereby each app is focused on one service like Uber, and then they try to grow across the world. But in the Chinese context, these two super apps, Alibaba and Tencent, these two companies, they are really trying to do every single thing for consumers right there in China. The fourth thing is the fight for food delivery is extremely fierce. When I was in every restaurant, I saw this Meituan over there, and it's extremely huge. They have a main competitor, which is the Hema, that is backed by Alibaba. And both of these delivery services actually want to use food delivery as the first layer and layer on top more services to make it an instant delivery network whereby they want to deliver medicine. I'll show you an image over here to show you. Hema actually has the ambition to deliver much more than food, and using food as the first layer for this instant delivery infrastructure. And when I was there, I was the only one that's doing takeaways myself, because every Chinese consumer that's a local over there are actually using these two apps where there's so much coupons, so much discounts. I was the only silly person doing takeaways myself, and every single person was sitting at their own homes and firing their apps and using their mobile methods, mobile payments, to make all these deliveries done right to their doorstep. The fifth thing to know is Didi choosing is absolutely dominant in Hangzhou and probably most parts of China. When I was there, when I asked the hotel staff to get me a taxi, what they did is that they just fired a Didi choosing and got me a taxi, and they didn't even consider the other alternatives, which is, for example, Alibaba has this Auto Navi, 高特地图, and they only rely on Didi choosing. So the market share is probably really that huge. And eventually I managed to get my Didi choosing to start working, and because of IP address, I guess, they actually tracked that was a tourist and they converted it to English interface, so it's pretty cool. So once I managed to get the right confirm, I just made the QR payments through Alipay, and that actually solved all my necessary commuting around Hangzhou itself. So these 5 points on Chinese consumers and Chinese payments are really going to help you if you're traveling to China, and especially if you're looking to invest in China. And with that, I'd like to invite you to smash the subscribe button below so that you'll get notified whenever there's a financial video and join our community to become more financially savvy. And again, if you're interested in investing in Alibaba, Tencent, Meituan, Dianping, these are listed companies. And with that, I'll leave some links below on Chinese A-share funds so you get a bit of exposure into this market, especially if you believe the Chinese economy is going to grow and internet firms are the main beneficiaries for it. And also I have a further video which I'll leave a link over here to show you how I actually manage 6 million worth of investments. I think that'll be an interesting topic for you. With that, I would like to see you there. Take care and goodbye.